right, guys, it's Dom here from Soundsphere Magazine and Gimme a Hull. Yeah, just had a wonderful chat with Brody King. The full interview will be on Soundsphere Magazine's YouTube and website, but this is a clip where he talks about creative freedom in the House of Black and also musically with his band as well. So check that out. I hope you guys enjoy this, and thank you so much for watching. We'll see you soon. Hull, yeah. And I just want to call back to something you said earlier about how in music you have complete creative freedom, and it does feel like to me, certainly as a fan watching on, that you have a lot of creative freedom with the House of Black, and there's a lot of nuances and references that you and Malachi and Buddy work on. What are your goals in AEW? Because it feels like you've got a pretty sweet deal, in terms of creative control and being able to do the things you want to do in the House of Black, and I guess beyond that as well.
Yeah, I mean, we are very fortunate at AEW that, within reason, Tony Khan is willing to let us have a concept and an idea and kind of run with it. And like, if it doesn't work, he'll tell you, and if it's working, he'll tell you then too. But the House of Black was, it was something that AEW didn't have yet. They had the Dark Order, which had like darker nuances and like stuff involved with that. But I think we're pushing the boundaries even more, like, going into religious cues and like more like black metal or death metal, or like, we're kind of working on a different platform. It's not silly, it's not goofy, it's pretty serious, and like, but within that we can also still have fun with it, and we are able to um present a product that is unique to AEW. I mean, the House of Black is completely unique to them. It was created and conceived within AEW. So being able to present a product and to see where it's gone so far and within such a little time. I mean, it's really only been since the middle of January that I've been there, and then the middle of March that Buddy's been there. So it hasn't even been 6 months that we've been doing this, and it feels like we're getting a lot of momentum behind it.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. There's definitely tons of momentum, and it's an exciting time for you guys in AEW for sure. Are there any parallels? Because I know that you're involved in. I know you can't speak for Malachi, but I know you're involved in the creative process behind House of Black. But are there any parallels and ways that being a musician and writing for God's Hate has helped you, as a creative in wrestling terms, and with this and with your time in AEW and with the House of Black as well?
Absolutely. I mean, uh, God's Hate for the most part is me and Colin Young. That like we started the band together, we wrote the demo together, and like everything goes through us as a filter, and then we kind of like, if we aren't sure of something, we'll go to Justin Loudon, who runs Close Casket Activities. He's kind of our confidant and like manager on that side, or we'll go through Taylor Young, who is also in the band now, but before that he was, he's Colin's brother, but he's also one of my best friends, and like he is kind of the driving force, like producer behind God's Hate as well. So we are able to, if we are completely butting heads on something, we're able to go to one side or the other and be like, what do you think of this? Who's wrong in this scenario? But we always have each other to kind of like collaborate with. And like when we're writing lyrics, it's never just me or just Colin. It's always like, okay, what do we want the song to be about? How do we get there? And, we write it together. And I feel like with House of Black, it's very much the same. Like, I don't think there's been anything that any of us have done or said that wasn't bounced off the other people and be like, what do you think of this? What can I do to make it better? What should this be based around? And, even recently I was like, I had like an outline and I had lines for a promo, and I was just like, Malachi, how do I get this together? And he was just like, well, what do you think about this? What do you think about this? And it's just like, just someone else's creative influence can completely just like start the flow. And like, I think that makes the best product. Some people work really good on their own and they can make their art perfect by themselves. I don't think that I'm one of those people. And I feel like I need influence and collaboration with others to put my best product out there. And that goes from promo to gimmick to even wrestling in the ring, I will never have a match where it's just me telling the other person what they're going to do. It's always going to be a collaborative effort.